Hello and welcome to the Machinist News Network. I'm Deirdre Kaniewski. Because of the economy, hundreds of thousands of workers are being laid off around the country. The aviation industry is being hit especially hard. And in Wichita, Kansas, the heartbeat of general aviation, it's been tough as so many head for the unemployment line. Meet Machinist Kathy Saltz, Andy RELIHAN, Carol Johnson, Connie KLEINSCHMIT, and John HYSOM. Just a few of the thousands of aerospace workers who have been recently laid off in Wichita, Kansas.
It's not that you think they owe you a job so much as you know you've done a good job for them. Why are they doing this to you? You've tried your best. Why hasn't management tried their best?
You always hope you're going to be able to go out on your terms when you want to instead of something like this.
I lost my health care. That's the hardest. And you just, sitting at home just don't do it.
For these IAM men and women, and so many more, a bad economy brought unprecedented cuts to the aviation industry. Already in Wichita, nearly 9,000 people have been laid off. That number includes close to 6,000 machinists. Aerospace is no stranger to the ups and downs of the economy, but many workers say it's different this time.
Shocked they were going so deep. In my department, they went all the way up to 18 years.
Kathy Saltz, who's on her third layoff from Learjet, even considered moving away this time.
There was a job in Madison, Alabama. And I said, I know there's some jobs in Texas, but I'd have to go by myself. I said, leave everything here and go.
It's a 180-degree turn from recent years when aviation was on an upswing.
It was less than a year ago they were announcing hiring people and needing about 9,000 people this year, and instead we're facing layoffs in the range of about 9,000 here in Wichita in the aerospace industry.
Steve Rooney, the IAM's directing business representative in Wichita, is doing all he can with the full support of the IAM. He and his staff are looking after the laid-off machinists in the area, most who are now bringing home about $450 a week on unemployment, just a third of their previous salary. One of the first things the union gives them is a packet of information on where to find help and advice on what to do.
It's got a deal in there, a paper to tell people how to keep up their out-of-work status, make sure that they sign up for their recall rights if they want to be recalled, a message from our international president, a booklet when the paycheck stops that has in here all of the agencies, anything that you need in helping utilities, mortgage payments, food, medical assistance, or anything you need.
Andy, who was laid off in March, now stays home with his 18-month-old daughter. Like many, he says the help he's received from his union is invaluable.
They have a lot of information that is available to you, and you know, this last contract was one of our biggest contracts yet, and it was a milestone for the union, and we wouldn't be making the wages that we're making. We wouldn't have the health insurance that we have, and so I mean, to me, it was worth the $11 a week.
I've got a home. I've got vehicles. I've got a little bit of savings. I was saving for my granddaughter. You know, I've basically got most of everything I've got because of the union.
But the IAM's work is far from over during these drastic times. More than ever, it's time for solidarity to help bring back the aviation industry and celebrate the great American industry it is.
We work very closely with Jack Pelton and Jim Walters at Cessna. Listen, they understand the pain our members feel. They know that we are a good partner with them. When it comes to promoting and protecting the industry, it's going to be hard to find a crack between labor and management in this respect.
That I think the relationship that all of the aerospace companies have with the IAM has been excellent, and we are locked arm. There's many conversations Tom and I have on Where do we need to go? Who do we need to talk to? How are we going to get our message out?
Cessna and the IAM are working together to lobby Washington and resurrect this industry that has become the bedrock of American manufacturing and which produce some of the most highly skilled workers in the country.
That's what makes this company. People in this office area that you're in, we have a lot of responsibility and decision making, but we don't build anything. And at the end of the day, that's who pays our checks, is when you walk through that factory and you see people putting product together and delivering it to a customer. That's what pays all of our checks, and that's the importance of this company.
But until that happens, things are going to be strained for the laid-off workers in Wichita. Donna Gaynor, an 8-year Cessna employee before she was let go, says daily life is very different now. Even something as simple as a trip to the grocery store has changed.
I'm now starting to plan our meals for the week. I try to go once. I don't necessarily just go to one store. I hit a couple on the bargains, and I'm more careful about what I pick out.
The general consensus in Wichita is that this too will pass. Like the majority of aerospace workers here, Donna's been through this before and trying to make the best of it. She's thinking about maybe taking some college classes, spending time with her 3 grandkids, 6 children, and her dogs, and appreciating moments like this with her son, who will be returning to Iraq in just a few days.
I know I'll be back to work. And when I left, I mean, I hugged some of my friends goodbye, and I'm like, I will be back. I will be back to torture you every day, but I will be back. And it may take some time, but I will be there. I have no intentions of not going back.
And that's why I'm so proud of those members and the people of Wichita. And they produce great products. They know it. They take great pride in it, as they should. And I want to see them get back to where people are scrambling for the planes, that we can't pump them out fast enough. And we give our members the challenge they ask for each and every day. Give me a job. Tell me how you want it done and when you want it, and get out of my way and let me do it for you.
Join us next week here at goim.org when we will take a closer look at the aviation industry in Wichita and the men and women behind it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Machinist News Network.